Good morning, or good afternoon, good evening. Happy Wednesday. You know, when I was about to say happy Wednesday, I just realized, like, does anyone know the origin of the 7 days of the week? Like, why did we choose 7 days a week? And why do we choose to split into weeks? Very interesting. If anyone knows the origin, let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably Google after this session. Well, it is very cold here recently, hence my fluffy sweater. And, well, this book has been very good so far. Oh, it's always been pretty good, but at first I thought the guy was a little, like, I don't know, the way he talks is a little, maybe condescending sometimes, but it's pretty good information. Hi, Anshdeep. Nice to see you today. Thank you for the comment on the math trick, or not the math tricks video, the study hack shorts. Also, I was told yesterday that the math tricks I put are like so easy, like, oh duh, like times 9 is just like add a 0 and subtract, right? And like, yeah, I know, it is just like multiply by 10 and then minus 1 of it, because that's the equivalent. But you know what, when I uploaded it on TikTok, there's so many people like, whoa, what? Like, so interested, and so like, and then it had a lot of views, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I mean, at least I'm still helping some people. Granted, there were other people too that were like, oh, for the multiply by 5 one, yes, duh, it's multiplied by 10 divided by 2. And yeah, I know that too, like the reason behind them, right? And that's what's most important. But yeah, just some tricks in case you guys do math competitions, because they really speed up the mental math part, which is very important. yeah, they're pretty helpful. So yeah, maybe I'll do some more advanced ones. But what I realized is that I'm like pretty far removed from high school and math competitions now, that like I'm like, what are the cool tricks that I use? And I really want to remember them so I can share them and help you guys. So I'm really digging back into the past. I'll keep trying. Hi. Someone with a Japanese username, MIT. No, I am gonna go to MIT Sloan, but I went to Caltech. All right, let's grab our books / study materials and let's get going. Then you must have notes. Yeah, so Anshdeep, great question. See, the thing is that I have been known to be a hoarder and I keep many of my materials even since middle school. So then a year and 2 ago, each time I come back home, then my dad's like, oh, you gotta get rid of these. And I'm like, yes, this is making my life so tough. I'm never gonna look at these again. And with a lot of these items, like they're just gonna accumulate and I'm not gonna take them into my like future home, right? Like I would want to have a storage place, but that's not very good. Like I don't want my home to end up as like a trash area. So I was like, okay, I just need to bite the bullet and just throw these away. I'm not gonna look at them. So to answer your question, I do not really have them anymore. I'm very sad. I had a feeling they would come in handy. You should never throw these away. I was right to be a hoarder. But it's okay. I think I've kept a couple that I was like, oh, just to have a sense of what I did. So I'll see. But yeah, last question, then we'll get started. Am I going to MIT? Yes, I plan to go to MIT Sloan. Yeah, I know, right? I like, oh my gosh, you know what? One more thing. I also threw away my notes from Caltech. I spent so much time and effort on those and my sets, you know? But like last year, like senior year, when like COVID was happening, and I was like, oh, you know, I should just like, I should really clear out my things, because people always say, or like my parents always say, a hoard. Hi Asif, good morning. And yeah, I got rid of those too, because I'm just like, you know, I'm not gonna look at them again, so why keep it? Just like clothes that I still keep, like, oh, I'm not gonna wear it again, but I still keep them. Anyway, sorry for the rant. I got really fired up because, yeah, Anshdeep, you're so right. I should have kept them, but we'll see. I have a Yeah. Good point. I take pictures of things too. So before I throw things away, I try to take pictures. But like notes, you know, there's just like too many pages. I just couldn't spend the time taking a picture of everything. So yeah. I know, it's like I'm not a student anymore, and I won't ever really be in school for science and engineering anymore, or math, and it's okay. I just think like, oh, once I have my own kid, then I'll teach them math and science again, and I'll remember when they're going through the process, but like I'll be a lot older by then, and you guys might forget about me, which is sad. And you guys won't need it anymore anyway, because you're also going to be older. That's weird to think about, huh? Well, anyway, we had a chat now before the 20-minute session. Interesting question. But yeah, we'll see. I tend to have a relatively good memory, so we'll see what I can dig up. Slash what I did end up keeping if I'm a good enough hoarder. Okay. Anyway, yes, sorry, Anshdeep. Let's start. Just your questions were too good. Got me into a rabbit hole. See you guys in 20. job, guys. Another day done. How was your guys' book? Or did you guys study today? Let's check the chat. Basir asks, is morning over there? Yes, it is. Asks, is morning over there? Yes, it is. And I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How about you? Mock Spirit Warrior, hi. And then someone asks, what course am I going to major in graduate school? I'm actually not going to grad school. I'm going to do an MBA, I suppose, if you count that as grad school. So, business stuff. Something interesting I read today that I'll share while you guys think of any questions or comments or anything you want to share with me today is that in this book today I read about how when you have a job that technically you don't pay yourself first. And people think that they do that when they save on things like gas and food and stuff, but you actually pay the government first with tax money. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's an interesting concept. And then when you own a business, for example, then you pay yourself first because expenses come out before you pay the taxes. And yeah, interesting concept of being a business owner versus having a job. But you know, most people, like, whenever you read this book, it's like telling us that just having jobs limits your control, which is true, but it's like it's also the most stable way to actually make a living. And so, like, you know, I have a job, so oh, hi Dan, no worries. Studying, nice. What were you studying? Also, thanks for your recommendation on one of my on yesterday's live stream. I'll check it out when I have a chance. This week has been a little lighter in work, but still quite busy. I'm doing well. How about yourself? Also, I watched The Intern. I lied. I didn't watch it in a month. I was actually really excited because I was like, oh man, the recommendation must be good. Oh, hi Gautam. Nice to see you today. Yeah, and I loved it a lot. It was so good. And Anshdeep, why am I leaving engineering field? Yeah, so I'll give you a short answer, and I'm actually going to address this question in a future video. But it's because I like leading people, and I want to make more of a, I suppose, direct impact when I lead others, because when you're engineering, you can't really see the kind of impact you're doing day to day. And I realized through my internships that it got a little repetitive, and so that's why. Yeah, so funny, huh? Even through my internships, I found it starting to get repetitive. But yeah, I will definitely give more details in a future video because that's definitely something I want to share with you guys and explain more fully so you guys can see what your options are. And you know, because when I when I entered Caltech, I wasn't aware of all the job opportunities or the choices that were out there. I was just like, oh, engineering is the only path because that's what my parents did, you know. But yeah, so as far as The Intern, if you guys haven't watched it, it's very, oh, I know the Chinese word for it. It's like 动心. It means, I think, moving. But there are so many interesting concepts in it that are applicable to my life, and with thinking about the relationship in there, like with my boyfriend in the future, like how is that going to be, and like I don't want one of us to be so busy that like something happens, you know. But that, and also the main, one of the main characters, so the intern in the movie was so nice and like sweet, and it was a great movie. Yeah, nice seeing you too, Dan. And Anshdeep says, yeah, lots of engineers are going to MBA. Yeah, I think it's like when you decide to pivot roles, then you go and do that. Yeah, the movie, Anne Hathaway, I love Anne Hathaway. I watched The Princess Diaries when I was young, and yeah, I totally thought it was a different movie, actually. I was thinking of The Internship, that's right, because that's science, or that's when they work at Google or something. But yeah, anyway, I chatted a little bit before the session, so I'm just gonna end it now. And great job as always for, being determined and joining every day, either studying or reading with me, because yeah, it's just improving yourself a little day by day. And if you improve yourself by 1% every day, then at the end of the year, I think it's like 37 times. You're 37 times better. Okay, last question I'll answer. Anshdeep says, have I watched Crash Landing? I have, and I like it a lot as well. I like kdramas. And I watched Squid Game. Probably the whole world has watched Squid Game. Just kidding. It's very popular, but not the whole world has watched it. But anyway, yeah, tomorrow we can continue chatting about K-dramas if you guys want, and other movies. But yeah, nice seeing you guys. Oh. Okay, I lied. Last thing. Oh yeah, it was a very cute drama. I know, I liked it so much. And okay. I'm just gonna answer Dan's last question. I read this and I'm not like anticipating me doing it wrong now. Okay. 是 Is that right? Maybe I said it S when I should have said an SH, or an SH when I should have said an S. That's fun. I'm gonna make my friends do it. Thank you for sharing that. It's fun. Okay, well, nice seeing you guys. Very fun time per usual. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.